Hello, happy Sunday. Good morning. Good morning. I wanted to come and give a few tips, or they're not actually tips, but it's more so a requirement. It's more so letting you guys get to know and get familiar with my spirits and how they work. Okay, so this is High Priestess Jamila. Those of you that may come to me to get job spells or either crown of success rituals, typically that's what it involves, but it depends on who you are. Okay, depends on what your situation is. For those of you that want a job, for those of you that come to me to get job spells, okay, my spirits are going to do a lot of the work for you when it comes to jobs. I work with several different of my spirits. In particular, I love to work with Lord Ganesha and Lakshmi. Okay. And Lord Ganesha and Lakshmi, very powerful, very. Okay. And they will prove it to you, they will show you. Okay. So, you know how it is around here. All of a sudden, when it comes to Jamila, everybody's Christian. I guess it. Anyway, so first of all, before you go to your interview, there is a specific mantra that I recommend that you listen to um, 30 minutes before you go, 30 minutes before you leave the house. Okay, there's a mantra that I'll send you the link for you to listen to before you go on the job interview. Okay. And this mantra I have seen and witnessed and experienced working, okay, every single time. But the thing of it is it's all about your salary, okay? Sometimes these jobs, I think that they do like a bait and switch. Like, for example, if you apply for a job where the salary is negotiable and you ask for something that, let's say, for example, the job paid 60,000 per year. You could have got paid like 60 grand per year from that job. But it's certain energies around you, certain words, certain things that you may say, okay, when you're asking for your salary, okay? Now, if you go in knowing how much it pays and they just don't hire you, okay, it is because of certain energies that were around you, okay? So I always recommend before you go to a job interview that you whatever clothing you're going to wear to that job, which a lot of you guys would probably be wearing a suit, or but most of my clients are women, okay? But even women, sometimes your business suits and stuff are not washable in the washer. So I would suggest getting a suit, or at least having a suit that is machine washable. Okay, they can be washed and they can be ironed. I would recommend putting about tablespoon, two couple of tablespoons of ammonia in the wash of the clothing that you're gonna wear before you go to the interview. Okay, and so you'll want to make sure that whatever it is that you plan on interviewing with, you take all of those clothes and you put them to the side and you wash them, depending on how large the load is, in some ammonia. Just add just add as much as you need, as much as you feel the need to add to the washer. Okay. Um, and then maybe even wrap it in plastic. Maybe even, how like what they, the plastic that they wrap your clothes in when you go to the dry cleaners. Yeah. Try to get something like that, or either just put it away. But the one thing that, especially a lot of my clients that have children, you do not ever go on a job interview and tell them that the reason why you need to make more money, and this includes if you guys are applying for a promotion, okay, even though you may know the interviewer, you don't go in there and tell them that you need you need to make more money because you have kids. You're not going to get the job. Okay. Hey, Jen, how are you, sweetie? Yeah. Don't go in there and, you know, try to avoid speaking about your personal life at all. This is a common tactic of interviewers. They will even sometimes be unprofessional and bring up their family. No. If they do that, what you'll want to do is you'll want to not add to the conversation and bring up your family. But what you'll want to do is you'll want to actually focus on the job. Focus on the job that you're applying for. Talk about it. Talk about why you're excited about getting the job. And then you even want to place yourself in that position. Okay. This is a good way of getting the job, is where you can get that employer to visualize you in that job every single day. If you go in there talking about your kids and your baby daddy, you know, right. If you go in there talking about, well, my baby daddy won't pay no child support, and I need to make more money, they not gonna hire you. You're gonna get fired before you get hired. Okay. And a lot of y'all that are already on jobs, you can't talk about your personal life. I'm a business owner. And just talking about my personal life has not been good. People stand in judgment, which I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay. Anyway, yeah, but when you're on a job interview, you really, really, really want to stick to that. You want to stick with answering the interview questions. One of the things that people have stated is that after I do get a job spell, for some reason, they feel as though the interviews are easier. And you may feel more confident. You definitely want to feel more confident when you're on the interview. You don't want to be cocky. You don't want to be arrogant. But you do want to get excited and say, I could really see myself working for your company. You have to sort of really, really get into it and connect yourself. You have to be connected. Most of the time when people get hired, it's a process of, well, first of all, they're already doing a process of elimination, okay, because they're interviewing so many people. But when you're at the interview, you really want to ask questions, about the job, depending on what company it's in. Where would I be working? Would there be some times that I'm working from home? Write down some questions, because they may ask you, do you have any questions? And a lot of the times they will hire you based upon your questions. It's one of those things, because they want to know that you actually care about the job. Now, if you walk into a place where the place is corrupt, And you want to go to a flourishing company. Okay. You don't want to interview for a company where the boss is already getting ready to get fired and she got an attitude, or he got a stank attitude. I know that if I were in the workforce, I would prefer to work for a company that has a human resources department, because instead of just interviewing straight with a person, you know what I'm saying? But I guess it would depend on your preference. Um, yeah, especially with the salary. Y'all want to make more money. Stop saying what you need and pretty much say your worth. Quit saying what you need, and come at it from a perspective of your worth. Okay. They may ask you, what salary are you looking for? Oh, I'm looking for 65,000 per year. And um and then you'll want to start talking about your skills. You'll want to start talking about how you're the best person to hire for the job. Okay. Right, Jen. Jen. They are a trip, man. You know? Yeah. And they ain't doing nobody no good. Nobody. They hating on everybody. I'm telling you. Um, and if you don't get hired at that particular company, stop getting discouraged. Stop getting discouraged. When you are under that divine timing, it's gonna happen. Even if it happens at the last minute. Because a lot of y'all will get discouraged. A lot of y'all will start getting depressed. That's it. You just torturing yourself. Okay, don't do that. Keep your energies high. If and interview at several places too. Try to get don't get stuck on one place. Don't get stuck on just one company. You know, Even though you may want to really work for that company, it may not be meant for you to work for that company. Okay. So, um, I guess some people feel as though once I do the spell work for you, you're going to be possessed, or either, the person that's interviewing you is going to be possessed or something. And you never know, that may happen. I don't believe that it actually works that way, but it possibly could. But 9 times out of 10, it won't. When you are out in the workforce, um, it is different. It's very different from being an entrepreneur. It's very different. Speaking of which, shameless plug, I am accepting apprentices right now. Okay. Those of you that want to work as a witch, those of you that want to do what I'm doing. Okay. I'm talking about what I'm doing, not what everybody else is doing, what I'm doing. Okay. Um, See, here's the thing. If you were to come and interview me, right? Let's say you were to come and interview me as a witch. Because that's basically what the consultation is about. And if you were to say, Jamila, why should I hire you for this job? And I'd say, well, because I have faced great evil and overcame it. That's what I would say to you. Actually, a lot of the craziness that goes on YouTube proves that I am a powerful witch, because I have been through a lot. I have been through a lot. I have almost been kicked out of my home. I've had to manifest thousands of dollars real fast, like within days or weeks. I've been through the ringer, but I always got what I wanted. Okay. So if you don't hire me and you go with somebody else, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You don't. I'm not going to tell you, hey, I need for you to be a client. I'm suffering. No, that's not the way that it works. And especially when I am talking to y'all about these deities, like Lord Ganesha. If I come to you and speak to you about Lord Ganesha, I'm going to tell you the truth about Lord Ganesha. Lord Ganesha makes things happen so quickly. Um, I've been on the phone with the bank before. I have been on the phone with banks with a customer service representative that was not trying to help me. I start talking to Lord Ganesha, turns it completely around instantly. Okay. So, the whole the victim playing thing, and you know, that's not how the world is. The world is not going to give you an opportunity just because they feel sorry for you. Okay. Because you got to think about it. If you work at a company, a lot of their personal private information is being, you have access. So they have to know that they can trust you and that they can depend on you. Oh, amazing. Oh, wonderful. Let me know whenever you start, Jen, because I will definitely be watching. You the first person as soon as I start doing panels over on the Witch's Broom channel. You're going to be the first guest. hmm One last thing, though, I want to talk to you guys about. Don't expect for me to be able to manifest a job for you paying 50 to 60 to 80 to 100,000 per year for $300. No. If you want a really, really good job, like if you're trying to apply for a job, like for example, all of these people that have college degrees that can't find jobs, I would say invest in a witch. That's what everybody else is doing. But you can't expect for me to manifest a job for you paying buku bucks, paying big bucks for $300. No. If you come to me and say, Jamila, I want this job paying, 80, 150,000 per year, you need to pay what you weigh. So you need to try to come up with the money to pay for that job, and it's a percentage. My spirits are either going to go by 3% or 6%, right? Let me give y'all an example. Hold on, I'll be right back. Oh, I think, can y'all hear me? Testing, testing. Can y'all hear me? Y'all should be able to hear me. Okay, okay, good. It gave me some kind of funny message. If you, let's say you're applying for a job paying 50,000 per year, okay? It's best for you to put forward 6% to me, which would be $3,000. If you're wanting something more, if you're wanting 100,000 per year, it's best for you to put forth 6 grand for that job. People don't understand that. People will come to me and they'll say, "Oh, Jamila, I want to," that's just like with the home buying spells, it's a percentage. And my spirits are either going to charge you 3 or 6%. Okay. So it's really on a sliding scale. If you're looking for a job paying um for example, 50,000 is the just the number I'm going to use. And you can only do 3%, then that would be 1,500 that you paid me to actually do the job to manifest it for you. Okay. It possibly could take a little while longer, and it may take a lot more effort on your part. Okay, meaning that you have to apply for more jobs. But if you know, so you got to think about that. Okay. So yeah, I can do a crowning success ritual for you for dirt cheap. But if you're serious about getting that job that pays, what do y'all think everybody else is doing? You know, and a lot of people will look at us spiritualists and they'll say, well, y'all shouldn't be getting paid that much money. Well, neither should you. If you feel that way about us, then you shouldn't either. And that's the reason, that's the mistake that y'all making. Because we got to live too. But it's, money has energy. If you're willing to put forward that much money to get the job, you're gonna get the job. You're gonna get it. Trust me. That's why a lot of y'all that have college degrees that can't find a job, and you really want a job, but you can't find one. That's the issue, because the people that are getting these jobs, they are actually investing in witches to get those jobs for them. Okay. And you get a job quick. You get a good paying job. Okay. Now, if you are, somebody that's looking to make 30, 40,000 per year, obviously that would be less. But what you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. Okay. And that's all it is to it. See what I'm saying? So I do offer job spells and rituals. Okay. And I hate saying spell because spell is like temporary. Okay. Um, One other thing that I noticed is that a lot of people that go out here and they get these jobs that don't pay a lot of money or whatever, you guys, when you get on the job, you're constantly looking for another job. Hey, slow down. I don't know why people do that. Get into your position. Those are the people at the job that get promoted. Why would you bring that kind of energy? You're bringing in that kind of energy. Now, if it's some reason, if you have a good reason where you just, want to get another job, or, some of y'all will get a job just until you can find something better, which is understandable, then, that's fine. But you want to at least try to stay on that job for at least 6 months to a year, because then it's going to make it look like you're hopping from job to job. Okay. Um, Also, y'all need to, when you get on these jobs, stop telling people your personal business on the job. In fact, a lot of people, if you see an employee at a company and they got photographs of their family posted everywhere, and they got all this stuff, you go to their cubicle, you go to their office, and they got all this stuff in it, that, they might be a witch. It's okay for them to bring photographs of their kid to the job, or their grandkids and stuff. But y'all can't do that because you're not a witch. You're not protecting your family. I'm sorry. Okay. I have to be honest with y'all. You are on a job with people that you can assume that you can trust, but you don't really know those people. And people are shit bags. Right. Right. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. So, and stay out of the gossip. Don't connect with people that are gossiping. Don't do that. You know, what I do, I'm an entrepreneur. Okay. Basically, I am self employed. So, all this other crap that you see in social media, it really doesn't matter. I speak about it because sometimes it needs to be spoke on, but I keep it moving. Okay. It's about business. Okay. Uh, And so, but when you're on a job, it's different. YouTube is not a job for me because there's nobody employing me. Okay? Nobody. I don't have a boss on YouTube. Okay? I don't have a boss in social media. Nobody does. I don't know why. I know that there's some people that really fantasize and dream about being in a managerial position and they want to run people, but this is not a fantasy. This is my company that I run. Okay, so I can't be a part of somebody's fantasy, and I've got to make it clear that I'm not. I 100% own my company. Now that's another thing. Okay, that's another thing. um if you want to start your own company, I also help with that. So let's say you come to me and you say, Jamila, my goal is to make 50,000 in my business the first year. Okay. That's going to be 3,000. You're going to make 50,000 that first year, period. Okay. That second year, okay, I want to make 100,000 this year. That's going to be 6 grand. Okay. That you pay to me to manifest that 100,000. Okay. And that's why a lot of people are not making money at their companies. That's the reason why a lot of you, okay, when it comes to anything related to money, I can do a love spell for you for 400. Okay. But when it comes to money, you have to invest in that money, period. Okay. It's especially when you're dealing with me. But you know what, Jen, with social media and being an entrepreneur, thing of it is that people that know you personally can, they hurt, they mad because you won't do free spells for them. And even if you do free spells for them, they still, people are jerks. So if you're a witch, a lot of you guys would like to do exactly what I'm doing, and you can, and we can all do very well. Okay. I would love to have 3 or 4 of you come and work with me and become apprentices. But the thing of it is that as a witch, I don't have to be professional. Okay. That's the one, and I don't care if people try to tell me that because, people will try to pretend in social media that they are your boss. Oh, you're being unprofessional. Well, somebody just how you gonna be professional around gang stalkers? So don't judge me because those people are complete idiots and they're corrupt. I'm still here, a witch. The witch is in to do the job. Doesn't matter. They can be unprofessional. They can call me a fat, ugly boop. They can say whatever they want to say about me. Okay. I've even had people drop revenge porn on me. So that doesn't change who I am. That doesn't change who I am, does it? Okay. I know, Jen. I think I had a dream about you last night. I was dreaming, boy. I had a very detailed dream. I just don't remember it yet. And so, if you want to be a witch and see at any moment a witch has to just say, hey, guess what? I worship the devil. And you got to say it because it's going to trip them out. But who cares? Y'all gotta, people are too sensitive to other people's judgment. If you're sensitive to the judgment of Jamila, you ain't ready. And see, we know Jen ready. We know Jen ready. Okay, nobody care because people are gonna say what they want to say. People gonna run their mouth. People gonna hate. People gonna hate on you on the job. Okay, that's what, and yeah, I would suggest. I don't always follow my own advice. We women. Okay, it happens. You know, I wouldn't suggest dating none of these men on your job because they ain't no good. They may come back to the job and tell everybody. It is what it is. We can't give men or anybody that kind of power over us. Okay. And I am accepting apprentices right now. Okay. So, you know, you guys can get at me. My apprenticeship program is not on the website. Those are classes. It's a difference between being an apprentice and taking classes. It is a difference. Okay. So my apprentices, they get a lot. Okay. You get a lot. It's a lot that I do for you. You know, um, a lot of different things. And it's worth it. You just have to, I guess, think outside of the box. Okay. Oh, I love you too, Jen. Thank you for coming. Okay. Yes, I do offer job spells for you guys and rituals and stuff, and I'll get you a good job. Okay. But you can't expect to make all this money and you don't have nothing to invest, honestly. So they're out there. But people are getting those jobs every single day because they are doing something extra. They going to church on Sunday to fool you, but in reality, they got a witch in the background doing that stuff for them. These people that you see riding around in these BMWs and Mercedes and stuff. More than likely, okay, it was a witch doing some work for them. They probably may not even admit it. They may even throw the witch under the bus. That's all right though. Ah, girl, call Miss Jamila. You can. Some people do call me Miss Jamila. I think it's cute when y'all call me that. Okay. Yeah, they think they can do us witches any way that they want. I think it's because we're women. They don't want to give us credit. It don't matter. I'm still gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying? And quit getting in your feelings on these jobs and stuff. And quit getting in your feelings. Keep your feelings at home. Okay, completely emotionally disconnect. And people will try to get you in your feelings. They'll be in the bathroom crying. Oh my God, what's wrong? Oh my God, he broke up with me. Girl. Okay, well, you know what? I wish you the best. Bye. I'm here to make my money. I'm here to make my money. Ain't nobody got time for that, for real. And when you get to be my age, you just don't care anymore. You don't. It's not to say you don't care. You don't want to say it like that, but when you get to be my age, and if you're unmarried, it's just like, well, I never wanted to get married anyway. I don't know why people, and so that's why you don't want to go to your job discussing your personal business. And it's always an agent at the job. It's always an agent at the job that's there to sabotage you. Always. And she's gonna be like, girl, let's go have lunch. Oh, okay, I'll go to lunch with you. And you know what? I'd be real cold with it because honestly, because what they're trying to do is fish for information from you, and I wouldn't give it to them. Okay, not on a job. Things can get too messy, and you may not have as much control over that situation. Okay. Yeah. No, I didn't see it. I haven't been on Instagram today. I need to go on Instagram though. I think I'll go on there today. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. If you know somebody that needs a job, share this video with them. I am offering job spells for you guys, okay? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll check it out, Jen. I'll check it out. Link to my website is below in the video description box. Okay, the reason why I say that is because a lot of y'all are kind of lost. Y'all a little confused sometimes, you know. I can see why it's a lot of chaotic, confusing energies out there. Okay. So, visit www.divineservicesapothecary.com, and I will see you guys later. Thank you for coming, Jen. I'm gonna inbox you. Okay. Give me a minute because I got some other stuff I gotta take care of real quick. Okay. All right, guys. All right. Rate this video and don't hate. And I will see y'all later. Blessings. Bye-bye.